So good evening guests, welcome. You guys can hear me, right? Hums, TTE, GTB.
Yeah, hello.
Good evening, guys.
Good evening.
So I'm gonna
Hello,
go
everyone.
directly to the podcast, and in the meantime, Kenny will do the preparations and all that stuff. Yeah, sounds good. The guy say in the background. So, guys, why are we here? What is the purpose of this podcast with the emissaries and with the Sherpas? So, some months ago, 3-4 months ago, I decided to start the project where I invited a lot of streamers, let's just say, or content creators to some podcast where we talk about the game, learn about some of the in-game features, how the game works, get to know the community better, and so on. Yeah, we had here Dan Exert, we had Tajales, we had Prophet, we had Dog, we had Robin, and some other streamers. Yeah, I'm not gonna name them all. Some months ago, I talked to TT, who is this gentleman in the middle, in the top middle. I talked to him and I said, TT, what if we do a podcast with emissaries? Back then, TT, correct me if I'm wrong, the Sherpa program was not on, right? Or was it?
Oh, it's on for some times now, but
Yeah.
There were several changes concerning the person managing the whole Sherpa programs.
Yes.
That's why.
We didn't mention the Sherpas. That's the point, right? And we said, TT, what if we do a podcast with the emissaries and get to know them better? Because you were telling me that the emissaries have to translate the game, they are involved in the project, they are representatives of the game, you know. And I would say, you definitely need some appreciation and recognition. Thank you, recognition. And we initiated the project, but it didn't work because, in my opinion, some of the guys didn't understand this correctly. I think they thought that this is going to be self-promotion or promoting my channel and some stuff like that, you know. So we left it aside, and we prepared some other things. And in the meantime, things have changed. And I talked to TT again, and I said, what if we do this? Are the guys okay now? You know? And TT said, yes, let's give it a try. And the purpose, coming back to the first question that I had, what if we, or what is the purpose of the podcast? The purpose of the podcast is to get to know the Escape from Tarkov infrastructure a bit. Yeah, we're not going to go into development, how the game works, and all that stuff, because we do not have devs with us. But what we have here with us are the guys who are putting a lot of effort into the game itself by translating it, by helping other people, by responding to messages. We will together find out what exactly the guys do, because I don't know exactly what to say, you know. The guys will have to give testimony of what their tasks are, responsibility. Are they under NDA? Do they have contact with the devs, and so on? Do they get in-game items from the devs to make us jealous, and all that stuff, you know? So it's not our business. I mean, it's not my business to know that stuff. So that's why we invited them. First of all, because we are curious and we want to know what's up with the emissary, what is the Sherpa, what does the Sherpa, and so on, to respond to a lot of questions. And then second of all, because I believe that these guys deserve a lot of recognition and appreciation, because what they are doing, guys, I would say, I'm gonna put my hand into fire and they will have to correct me, they are doing it for free, right? This is volunteering.
That's correct.
You know?
Absolutely.
Yep. So this is something that not all of us are ready to do. In my opinion, this is very generous what the guys are doing. Maybe as a hobby, maybe because they want to stay close to development of the game. We'll have to find that out together. Yeah. So that is like a sort of setting up the context or answering the question: why do we have a podcast with the emissaries and the Sherpas? Yeah. So let's skip to the next point, and I would say let's give the Sherpas, the community representative, and the emissaries the chance to introduce themselves. So based on what I see on my screen, I'm gonna start with GTB on my left top corner. GTB, you want to introduce yourself in some brief words?
Well, I have quite a ridiculous amount of roles, I'll be honest. So I'm not
Okay.
going to actually go through them all. But head Discord mod, uh, I lead the Sherpa program as the coordinator, along with Sleepy and also the US Emissary.
Okay. And do you want to say something about yourself, apart from what you do from BSG, how old you are, and maybe what games do you play and some stuff like that?
I play different games every single day. That's not a very easy question. Honestly, most of my time playing Tarkov is like 30% actually playing Tarkov and like 70% just doing community stuff.
How much? Can you repeat that, please?
Like I only play Tarkov for like 30% of the time I do anything Tarkov related.
Okay.
The rest is like all community space stuff.
Wow. Okay. 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 Can we talk to maybe TT? What would you say, TT? Who is TT as an emissary maybe, and as a, I don't know,
Who am I? 23 years old guy. I've been playing Tarkov since the extended alpha, so end of December 2016 right now. I've been an emissary for slightly over 1 year now, and I got this role because of my involvement in mostly in the French translation project of the game. I'm also a wiki admin for the English and French wiki, so I'm helping the wiki team for the English wiki, and I build the whole wiki, French wiki, basically.
Okay. Okay. And what other games do you play apart from Escape from Tarkov, or you are dedicated entirely to the game?
Yeah, I have to admit, for 3 years now, I've been playing Tarkov. When I play other games, I don't know, I can't play other game. That's the problem with Tarkov. When once you start it, it's hard to play other games. To be honest,
Okay.
from my point of view, of course.
Okay, Hams, maybe?
Yeah, I'm community representative for Germany,
Okay.
for Battlestate. I'm 38 years old. I'm based in Germany too, so and I got a regular job at daytime, my normal 8 hours, and when I finish my job, I start to work for the community.
Okay.
So like GTB, I play Tarkov 30% of my free time. The other 70 are for the community. To translate stuff, help community members on Discord, translate news, write news, catch feedback from other users, and watching other streamers.
Okay.
So, and like you say, it's for free. What we do, we don't get paid from Battlestate, and I guess all of us do it, but we love the Tarkov community.
The passion for the game.
Yeah, and for the community.
Okay, okay. But what does a community representative do? What are your attributes? What are your functions, tasks?
Functions are really to catch feedback from the community, to help to grow up the community in our country. So my part is to grow up the community in Germany and support streamers and yeah, other community members from the Tarkov community to understand the game or to get something special maybe for events.
Okay.
Also translating news or other stuff.
Translating news and other things in German, yeah?
Yeah.
In German.
In German, yeah. The little difference between community representative and emissary is when you look into the official forum, a community representative is tagged as a BSG crew member. And what the community representative says has more an official feeling. So we
Okay.
must take care of what we say, and yeah, we must take care of what we say.
I see. Okay. Okay, Sleepy?
Yeah. I am 24 years old. I have been playing Tarkov for about 2 years now.
Okay.
I've been a Sherpa for about a year. I'm probably one of the oldest active Sherpas alongside GDB on the English Sherpa community side. And basically what we do as a Sherpa is we get a bunch of requests. We have a Sherpa system, a panel,
Yes.
and we get like many requests there. And basically our job is we accept those requests and we go into raids with the people that request the Sherpa, and we help them in every kind of way, like quests, question-wise, learning the maps, anything related to Tarkov, and vice versa, something like that. Yeah.
I see. Okay, Silverballer?
Hello everyone, I'm Silver. I am the French emissary for the PSG team. I'm also the deputy head moderator on the official Discord that just passed 80,000 members recently, which is pretty awesome. And I've been into the game for like 2 years and a half, I think. I started back with 0.5, and
I see.
after a week of playing, I went immediately towards like unofficial Discord communities and started getting invested in it. I've been the deputy head mod for like 4 months now, and I'm one of the most recent emissaries as I joined the team like 2 months ago.
Okay. Okay, Emissary and Sherpa.
No, not Sherpa. Deputy head moderator.
I see. I'm still a bit confused because I'm still doing a mistake between Sleepy and Silverballer. So your Silverballer and Sleepy was the Sherpa. Okay, now it's clear.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's it.
Let me just quickly minimize the screen and show Kenny that I don't have the correct one. This one you mean, Kenny? Okay, I'm downloading it right now. I'm gonna put it, wait, I'm gonna check it. Just give me a moment, guys, so that would make this properly. I would say I'm gonna put it here and then unzip it. Yeah, extract here. And I'm gonna tell you, Kenny, if it's correct. Sleepy left, it should be correct. So I'm gonna move back to Discord now. Sorry for that, guys. And I'm gonna try to add it in OBS. And let's see if this time it works and if it's correct, yeah? Overlay podcast, I'm gonna quickly remove this one and then add a different one. Browser, overlay. Oops. Just bear with me for a moment and then we can continue this. So it's an image overlay and then browse, and I think I get it. Podcast with emissaries, and it's okay, and it should be there. Now, is it correct, guys? Let me know if you see it correct. Yeah?
It is.
That's it. We got it.
Correct.
Whew. Yeah. Kenny, thank you very much. I really appreciate the effort. It was my mistake. I took the second one, not the last one. Sorry, I apologize for that. And thank you very much, Kenny. I really appreciate it. So, what do we see there? We see Sherpas. Let me just quickly move this event list down below. We won't see it if I move it down below. I'm going to turn it off. Sorry. There we go. Okay. All right. So now that you guys introduce yourselves, we can go to our basic script and talk about or answer some questions that we have created, of course, but I think that a lot of players, of community members have in mind. I'm gonna start with the first one. Are you guys under NDA? Sherpas and emissaries and community managers or community, I didn't get the exact function that you have. Can you repeat the function that you have, please, one more time?
For a community representative, you mean?
No, I think it was Silverballer. Community, what was it? Silverballer?
Emissary and head moderator. I think you're mentioning Hums about the
Okay,
community
Hams is the
representation.
community representative, but you said you're involved into the Discord.
Yes, in the
okay.
official Discord
I see,
for
I see,
Escape
I
from
see.
Tarkov,
Okay, so are
along
you guys
with GTB as well.
with GTB? Are you guys under NDA, or how is it? How is the situation with you guys, especially the emissaries? I think because you guys translate the game sometimes, right?
Yeah.
But like most of the time, all the translations are given the same time as everyone else gets it too in the community. Like nothing's really given early.
So you didn't sign an
No.
NDA contract or so?
No, we didn't actually.
Okay.
I do.
Yeah, I did too. Well, it depends on the people.
I see.
At
A lot of
at
us
the
it's
moment,
just trust.
yeah, there are really few people that have access to the NDA project. To explain the situation, there is the BSD use a site that is called Crodin. So that's a site on which they give the translation project. They put the translation project on it. So there is a public part of the project. Everybody can access it, and there is an NDA part for some people in which I will put upcoming items, but not the items that are implemented at the moment. For an example, we add most of the 0.12 items since July, and the update was only end of October.
Okay. And you as well, Hams.
Yeah, I'm as well.
Okay. The rest of the guys, you guys didn't know about this? The rest of the guys, Sleepy, GTB, and Silverballer?
Oh, we know about this, but we are not part of the ND team actually.
I see. Okay, so that means
The translation is really it's something apart from our roles, I would say.
Okay.
Depends.
So is there anything that I guess you two guys, there is something sometimes, maybe not now, but sometimes when the new patch is preparing or so, there are things that you guys can reveal or disclose, right? But you cannot because you're under NDA, right? I guess.
Yeah, right.
That's right.
Okay. The emissaries. Do you guys know when the emissary program started? Like how long ago? And who was the dev, or who were the devs who came with this idea? You guys have an idea?
I know it started it was between 3 and 4 years ago, but who started it? I have no idea.
No idea. Okay.
I saw a post not so long ago. It started like beginning of 2016, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, it's Blackbird who started the
Blackbird.
project.
Okay. Is he still part of the dev team?
He's
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And when did the Sherpa program start? I mean, to my knowledge, it didn't start that long time ago, right? 1 year?
Sleepy, was it November of last year?
Yeah. So I've been a Sherpa for a year now.
Okay.
But I think it started around November. Yeah. So it's probably a year and a half max time.
Okay. So could you explain how the Sherpa program works? Maybe a short description. Let's just say I bought the game today and I need help in the game. In my opinion, the Sherpa program, if the Sherpa program works correctly and properly, is maybe one of the most effective ways to learn the game, because you learn it from the pros, right? And you get feedback on spot. You know, if you watch some videos, you still have to do it yourself. If you watch a streamer, you still need to get the job done. But if you go with the Sherpa during a raid, is it that how it works? Someone applies or writes a ticket and says, "Hey man, I need to do this mission. Can you help me?" Or can you guys describe exactly how the Sherpa program works?
So on your EFT profile page, not on the
Yes.
forums, like the actual EFT website,
Yes.
there's a little section called Beginner's Assistance.
Okay.
And on that page, you can either pick a Sherpa or just press any, and it'll put it in a request, and a Sherpa will pick it up, contact you for a time and you'll raid.
Okay. And do you only do raids with them, or you also give them gear, or you sometimes only give advice or a link, or you know?
Well, I mean, if that's all they want, then sure. But Sherpas aren't expected to give anyone anything, just like for free like that.
Yes.
They do get some stuff from the actual system though, but it's nothing special right now.
Okay. The Sherpas, you mean? The Sherpas do get things.
No.
The people that they
The people.
get
Yeah.
requested.
Okay.
We call them the Sherplings, like the hatchlings.
Okay, the shortlings. Okay, like the rookies, yeah, the rookies, or the
Yeah.
guys, the green horse, the guys who are new at the game, or yeah, okay, the shortlings. I didn't hear that so far. Okay, so this is basically how it works, and most of the times when you help, you go with the guy and teach him how the stuff is done, exactly like the Sherpa used to do on what was the mountain? Everest, right? The Mount Everest. The Sherpa went with the guys and carried the stuff and right? Is it like that, or is?
I mean, like when it comes to the game, if someone like you cannot carry people and you cannot carry their stuff, so like.
But
in
you carry
theory,
him. I mean, you teach him.
You try to, yeah, but you don't always succeed in doing Sherpa raids. Like every now and then, you're gonna eventually die, and it happened to me a few times.
Definitely.
And I'm pretty sure it happened to everyone in the Sherpa team, because we don't always make it out alive.
Okay.
And like when we get requests, people expect us to carry them through the raids and stuff.
Yes.
But when things don't go well, like some people can understand it, and they're like, okay, we'll just schedule another raid another time. And I've got like 2 guys that actually rage quitted on me because the raids didn't go that well.
Okay.
So I'm just giving you an example.
I thought that the Sherpa has 200 vitality and strength and so on. You're just a player just like us, right? You don't have God mode and enabled and stuff like that.
We start the raid with the black legs, so.
Okay. Just to show how much of a veteran you are, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They do have an icon though. That's
yeah, we
nice.
do.
That's nice. That's actually very nice. Do the Emissary have icons in the game as well?
Not yet.
Are they going to have something?
It's planned. Yeah,
It's planned.
It's
Okay,
planned, yeah.
like Nikita says, it's planned. It's planned. Exactly. Yes.
Yeah.
Soon TM.
Exactly. Yeah. TT and maybe GTB. Am I wrong? Silverballer also an emissary? Partial emissary?
He is.
He is.
I never
Okay.
He's
Do you
just
guys?
new to the team.
Okay. Can you guys explain what's the job of the emissary? Is it to gather information from the community, or to spread the information towards the community, or what do you guys do? What are your tasks?
It's actually both. Like we both share the news that the devs give us, and we
Yes.
translate them and forward them to our communities. And we also gather information and forward game-breaking bugs or server issues or this kind of things. Like when we see something in our chat on Discord and it's important and needs to be like looked at quick, we forward it to the devs.
Okay. Do you guys have access to the bug reports, to that bug report system or ticket system?
We don't, but we have some guys from tech support on the team as well.
Okay. And how does it work when someone reports something on your official Discord? You have contact with someone. Hey man, this is a major or game-breaking bug or whatever. How do you deliver that feedback to the dev? How does that work?
Well, we're able to just message like the seniors of the community team, and they just pass it along.
Okay.
A lot of the time.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so that's it. You pass you deliver the message directly and that's it. Do you get a result? Do you get a response? This bug has been solved, or that's it, or you never get to hear of the dev anymore, or.
It's kind of similar to like the bug report system, really.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So we can say a best example was when the issue was with the be a uniform where user can be invisible.
I see.
So when this bug was known, we all freaked out in the chat and told them the devs that's a critical bug and how they can reproduce this.
Yes.
And the dev working on it instantly. This is a pretty good example for this.
Because it was a game breaking bug.
Yeah, it was a game breaking bug, and few minutes or maybe an hour later, Nikita sent it to Reddit that the uniform was disabled at the moment.
I see. Okay. Okay. TT, anything to add, maybe?
Nothing really.
Okay.
Boys said it all.
Okay. To the Sherpas, a question: how much of a veteran does the Sherpa have to be to be able to apply for the Sherpa program? How?
So like we don't have like exact requirements for someone to become a Sherpa.
Okay.
We usually want people who are experienced with Tarkov. So like we want people that have played the game for a while and know. I wouldn't say everything about the game because sometimes stuff gets changes in the game and we don't know about it. Like weapon mods, they change the stats and stuff, and we only know it once we find out for ourselves. So like I would say that we're hoping that when someone applies to become a Sherpa, that you are a very responsible person and patient, and at the same time that you have a lot of game knowledge.
I see. So you don't put the guy to the test. That guy could be an asshole. I mean, literally, right?
You can say so. Yeah.
I mean, it could be the case. I mean, did you have exampple like this?
No, we've never had anyone so far that.
So normally the guy who applies for the Sherpa it's an honest guy and he is a veteran in the game, or so.
No, okay. So me and GDB, we've taken over the Sherpa program recently. So we are actually new when it comes to being the coordinators of the Sherpa program.
Yes.
We've had like over 300 applications in a day, and we obviously cannot take everyone into the team.
Definitely, yeah.
So what we do is we read through the applications and also through recommendations from the emissaries, mostly because they are in contact with different communities.
Okay.
And we accept people from different countries depending on how much requests we get. So like, let's say Germany, for example.
Yes.
They have too many requests and we don't have enough Sherpas at this moment to do the requests. We'll go through the applications or recommendations and we get other people inside to help.
I see. Okay.
But when it comes to like the details of someone, we don't usually, we don't put too much pressure on a person. We just make sure we get the right people to do the right job.
Okay.
So like right now, we have a team of like, I would say around 60, but not exactly. We are a few less, maybe 50 max Sherpas from the English community. And we are looking to expand to countries which yet have no, they don't have the language on the panel yet. So I would say like, we have, I think, around 10 languages on the panel right now that you can request Sherpas from. Like, Spanish, Portuguese, English, Russian, German, there's also France. There's a few more that I'm not remembering right now.
Okay.
And we are all planning to add other countries to the panel as well. Like we have 16 other languages we are planning to add, just so we can expand the Sherpa program all over the world.
Okay. So right now around 60 Sherpas, and with plans to expand it.
Yes,
do you get
from the English community.
Okay. Do you get a direct order from direct order? Yeah, I don't imagine it like a military system. Hey man, do this. No, I mean, do you get the recommendation from the devs? Yeah, you can increase it to up to 120 or so, or do you have to? I guess you have to communicate this with the devs, right?
No, they trust us completely. To
Yeah,
I
it's-
see. So
gauge
it's in
it
your hands.
ourselves.
It's in your hands.
Yeah.
Completely.
Okay. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. And how can someone apply, or can the guys still apply to be Sherpas?
Oh yeah, we have an application form up. I can post in the chat if you want.
That
like,
would be awesome. That would be amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's also on the Sherpa section of the forum.
Yeah, on the forums. Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Could you get the link and post it for the guys in the chat? There's like 90 of the guys watching. Maybe they want to have a look at it and
Yeah.
maybe apply, you know? In the meantime, I'm going to ask the emissaries, what is the difference, guys, between an emissary and a streamer or a content creator who also does advertisement for free for the game? I mean, this is not to put you on a bad spotlight. This is to highlight your work. Actually, what do you guys do apart from the streamer? You know, what is the specialty here? What are you guys doing apart from him?
Yeah, well, I would say that's a totally different implication amongst the community. The streamer will be here visible. He might give pieces of advice on his stream, promote the game, while emissaries will be in contact with PSG seniors, being there to translate the announcement.
Yes. So direct access to the devs.
That's not what a streamer will do. In fact,
definitely. I mean, some of the streamers may have access to Nikita, maybe, or to the devs, right? Not all of them, of course. I don't.
Of course.
Yeah.
To be honest, and we in the first line we representative battle state and Tarkov in itself. What a streamer will only representative the game, and we are here to represent the company for the community.
Okay.
And you can say we are the link between battle state and the community, and so for the community to battle state.
Okay.
And this is the difference between a content creator or streamer to an emissary or a community representative.
Yeah, I would put some emphasis as well on the fact that you get access to game content, right? I mean, you get to translate stuff. A streamer never gets access to that. I mean, maybe gets access to some exclusives because Nikita shares some leaks on his stream, but that's like 1 or 2 streamers, right? But you guys, like, not all of you guys emissaries, yeah, but some of you guys get access to some, I don't know, from some features that you will have to translate and so on, right? Or am I wrong? I mean, parts of the game, right?
Well, concerning the translation project, we
Exactly, yeah.
We sometimes have big pieces of the game or some features or items that will be available and sometimes barely announced before.
Okay.
But I would say that streamers and emissaries are complementary. Basically, we need both. That's great to have both for a game.
So when it comes to promoting the game, both streamers, content creators, or all 3 of them, content creators, streamers, and emissaries, and the rest of the community, I would say all of them are important. Yeah. So without doubt, but there are some differences between a streamer and between the emissaries, and you guys highlighted them. Okay, I mean, it's important to notice, right? Because I asked this question when I thought about this question, I was thinking, hey man, am I putting them in a bad spot? Like, because if there's no difference, then why are they there, you know? But no, there are differences, and yeah, I think that's the point. That's the major point with it, right? I'm gonna go back to the... Yes, go for it, for sure.
There's also a big difference in the medium you use to communicate with your users. Like, a streamer will be mostly stuck on Twitch, while we have to interact with our communities on different levels. And I think it might be sometimes a bit hard for a big streamer to like pass on information to 2,000 people at the same time. Because you know, when you're streaming and it's so fast, like, you have a hard time. I think like an emissary, since he's like more regional based, like the French emissary will interact with the French community and the German emissary with the German community. You have a different kind of reach because
Yes.
you might have less people, but they are also closer to you in a way. It's also like a very different way to pass on and pass on information to whoever's concerned.
Okay.
Like I think like emissaries are a bit more personal with their communities than a big streamer would be, but that also depends completely on the streamer and the community involved. But it's not the same type of interaction, I would say. And as I said, we are endorsed with PSG, so we cannot say like we cannot say anything about what we know, or we have to be careful sometimes. While a streamer will, his voice will be his voice,
Yes.
but the
yes.
emissaries are the voice of PSG, so we cannot really mess it up, you know.
Okay. Okay. Anything to add, guys? Feel free to speak. Don't wait for me to call you, or to ask you. You know, if there's anything else you want to add, go for it. If not, I'm gonna shoot the next question.
It's okay. So
Yeah. Okay.
you can only say we or the emissaries on itself. We focus on the complete Tarkov community. So a streamer
Yes.
has only his community, and
Okay.
sometimes it's
Yes.
big, or
Yes.
sometimes not, and we spread out to the complete community and try to catch everyone. And it's a bit hard for us, but we cannot jump into every streamer stream or in every streamer's community to support them. It's more at a part that a streamer can come to us
Yes.
and
ask you
us
guys.
directly, yeah, or he can wait when we find him and jump into his stream.
Yes, but do you guys get this?
Yeah.
Do you get this recommendation from the devs? It's like, hey guys, visit some streams when you have the time and promote the game and stuff like that. Or, I mean, what would a dev tell you? How would you as an emissary? I'm just asking because I'm curious. Yeah, how would the dev come to you and say, hey man, this is the way how you should represent the game? Do you get such recommendations, or no, you do whatever you want? Or, I mean, do you get access? For example, let me give you an example to make it even easier. Do you get access to some keys that you can share with some streamers to promote the game, or it's not your thing? Because an emissary, it's a representative of an institution. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course. In the past, we get some keys to share with the streamers to support them, so they can make giveaways with test keys. But it stops for a few weeks ago.
Okay.
And but it will come back definitely. But at the moment, we don't get any keys
Okay.
to share.
Yes, but I think we are touching a very important point right here, because to keep the community even more together and bound, what do you guys think a collaboration may be, of a collaboration between, or a more strong or closer collaboration between content creators, streamers, and emissaries? You know, from now on, I'm just visit some of the guys. Hey man, I'm the emissary of Escape from Tarkov. Is there anything? Do you have any questions that you would want to be answered, or how can I help, or some stuff like that? Think on the greater good. What do you guys think? Could that be a thing, or no man, I'm just gonna mind my own business then?
Yeah, that's a good thing. To be honest, Cypher, the community manager for Germany, and myself, we are working on a content creator channel on our Tarkov Germany Discord. So we try to get the most of German content creators and streamers in one spot to talk with them about feedback from the community, when they found any issues to send the reports to us, or when we got any informations what we can share. We always try to share it first with the streamers, and then we have to go with the rest of the community.
I see.
That's a good thing, and yeah, of course, a closer work together from our side And from the senior side, it's really important
Okay.
to grow up the community.
Definitely,
in the
definitely,
country.
yeah. I mean, if we work together on this, and I don't consider myself a bigger streamer. No, not at all. I'm like actually in comparison with the rest of the guys, I'm small. But working together, I mean, I have TT coming by, and I have Noisy Cosmos, and maybe some other guys. I don't have the names in my head right now, you know. And they're like, hey man, oh, Noisy is joining the Spanish Emissary, you know. And you know, people get this feeling that we are working together, and I think this could be very productive actually. GTB maybe, or TT, anything to add? Or what do you guys think of this idea?
Most emissaries do have like a set of streamers they frequent a lot
I see.
like that.
Okay.
But it's hard to go into a stream chat and just say stuff and not feel like I don't know, full of yourself or a jerk or something, you know.
Mm-hmm. Okay. CTR has a very good point here. The problem is the vision that the content creator has about the game and the Tarkov community. Many times they don't care about the Tarkov community, just they care about their viewers, or yeah. Which is a wrong point. But I mean, you can come to my channel. You know, you can come. I know a lot of streamers who are very, very dedicated to the game and who are not promoting themselves that much, you know, trying to promote the game and how to emphasize the positive aspects of the game. The game is totally playable. Yes, it's in development, it has bugs and stuff like that, but we can work together and make this adventure fun, right, and entertaining, right? I think it's a great idea. I'm gonna think about it, and I don't know how to suggest it to someone or so, but I'm talking to you guys, and maybe we can do something about this, you know. Maybe a more closer collaboration between the representatives of the game and even the Sherpas, you know. Why not the Sherpas? Hey man, I'm the Sherpa I have this 5 guys who need some attention or some help. Could you take them and, you know, babysit them or whatever, you know? I mean, I would do that gladly, you know. Let's think about it, yeah? Let's think about it. But I don't think it's a bad idea, right?
That would be a great idea.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
sounds like a good idea.
Also,
Yes, go for
on
it.
this topic, I have to say we are pretty free as emissaries, beside translating announcement and being a link between communities and the seniors. So, but we can always, on our own, as emissaries, go on streams and help new streamers, and get involved in their community
Yes.
slightly.
Yeah.
So, and trying to create a contact between the streamers and the community, or at least some emissaries. Like 2 weeks ago, with the Twitch drop events, I know there were many streamers that started the game.
Yes.
That was the case for French streamers. Many French streamers started the game, big streamers.
Okay.
And on my own, I was like, that would be great to do something for them, to make them feel we are here and we exist, and with the community can help. So I asked some trail keys, in order to give them, so they could make giveaways.
Yes.
And I think that was pretty nice. That was really helpful, because since they just started the game, many people from their community had no clue of what the game was.
Yes. Yes.
Would always there's always the same question: should I buy it or not? I don't know. So at least they could give some keys, and people could try the game for free.
Okay. Yeah, they were basically introducing their communities into a new world. Yeah, and most of the guys, because EFT is not, let's just say, it is famous, and the name Escape from Tarkov is being known more and more, but it's still a small game in comparison to an AA game or whatever, you know, right? And yeah, basically that they were introducing their guys into a new world. And yeah, did you get the keys, by the way?
Yeah, I did. I gave
Yes.
them already.
Yes.
Yep.
Perfect. I'm going to switch to a question for the Sherpas. Is there a priority system when it comes to looking at tickets? do you guys do you guys answer them all, or how is it looking like? Because be careful what you answer, because I have friends who had their tickets closed. So is there a priority system? How do you guys work with this?
Well, one of the major things is if you don't fully fill out your contact information, like you don't include your Discord handle or something like that,
Yes.
then your chances are like hurt a lot, because contacting you is going to be really hard.
Okay.
But the Sherpas themselves are kind of just up to their own to pick who they want to Sherpa.
I see.
Where you don't really force any quotas or anything like that on them.
Okay.
You know, they're not getting paid. It's not a real job. It's all volunteer. So let them make their own schedule for it. As long as they do it, they're doing it.
Okay. But do you assign as having this role above the normal Sherpa, I would say, do you assign certain tickets to certain Sherpas, or is there a pool with tickets and they can pick whatever they want, or how does that work technically?
It's a big list. They just
go ahead, GB.
But like there is a lot. We have had over 11,000 so far.
Wow.
Tickets. And but if there's ever like a lot that are just going unanswered, we'll get more Sherpas for that area.
Okay. So there is the possibility, 60 Sherpas and working on 11,000 you said?
Yeah, that's
11,000 tickets. That's like a lot, right?
Yeah, it's a lot. So
It's a
what I was
lot.
trying to say was like,
Yes.
when you request a Sherpa, there are two different ways of getting a Sherpa. So like if you go at the forums, you'll see that on the main page of the Tarkov,
Yes.
there's a list of Sherpas there, and there's a lot of other Sherpas who actually don't show up there.
Okay.
So like when you request for a Sherpa, you can put like the name of the Sherpa you want to assist you, if the Sherpa is already on the main page.
Yes.
So if he's not on the main page, you have to put the request as any, which is goes to anyone that accepts it.
Okay.
So
Okay.
yeah. So like when someone doesn't accept a request, chances are the Sherpa request is any, and because there's too many any requests, people don't have time to accept those.
I see. Okay. Anything else to add?
No. Like
So- Yes. Go ahead.
I was
go ahead.
saying, like those that go directly to you schedule those raids and you do them whenever you have time. But those that go to the any box, let's say any box, you only accept the ones you want. So that's why sometimes they are not going through.
I see. So I have a friend who created 2 Sherpa requests, and both of the requests after a while got closed. Okay, so it makes sense. What you are explaining makes sense. So basically, to have more chances, or it's even better to name someone, right?
Yeah.
Is it like that? Do I understand it correctly? Name one of the Sherpas, and then you're gonna have more chances that your ticket is going to be worked at or on.
I'm going to give you a different example now. So like,
Okay.
let's say I make you a Sherpa today. I invite you to the Sherpa team.
Yes.
You are a Sherpa now. You are new to the Sherpa program and stuff. So
Yes.
you're not gonna be on the main page. And in order for you to be on the
I
main page,
see.
you're gonna have to do requests that are on the any area. So
Interesting.
you don't get requests to yourself. You'll have to search the any
Yes.
and accept those and schedule those raids.
Okay.
So when you eventually have done enough raids, you'll show up on the main page,
Okay.
and people can directly request your name
Yes.
to do raids with them.
Okay. This is how it works. Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. So it gives you, as a Sherpa, the possibility to shine. Work as many as you can and try to get on the top list, right?
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. Which leads to the next question. Does the Sherpa on the front page gets more in-game rewards if you get rewards from the devs overall? or no? Do you guys get rewards from the devs? Like, hey
Okay,
man,
so-
you're a very good Sherpa. You have a very good rating there. Here is thick item case and 10 killer helmets. Whatever. I'm just saying.
No. So
No.
the Sherpas don't get any rewards for
Okay.
their job so far. So like we've gotten one package from the BSG devs. Like last wipe, they gave us like a present, but that was the only time they ever gave us, a present for doing our job.
Really? Okay.
So like overall, yeah. So like, I think in the future we are planning to get Sherpa rewards so we can actually motivate people to do more Sherpa raids and
yes,
stuff.
and to become
But
a Sherpa
right,
and so on.
yeah, and to become a Sherpa as well.
Mhm,
But
mhm.
right now, like Sherpas don't get any rewards for their job besides the blue name on the game. I mean green name. Sorry.
I see. Do they get rewards or items? Not rewards, sorry. Do they get items for the Sherplings?
Yeah, so Sherplings, we have when you request a Sherpa, you have a few categories. You have USAC, Assault, Bear, you have Sniper, you have Recon, and you
Yes.
get like a small package according to the request you put up.
Oh, okay. And what is it? Can you guys share?
Yeah, right now it's not very good. Like
Mhm.
if you request Assault USAC, you get like a basic M4 with MBSS, a small vest, a
I
few
see.
max.
Some basic.
I have the list if you under.
You have the list?
right now.
Yes.
Yeah. You can.
So assault USEC is M4, P226, AVS, MBSS, 2 mags, 556 MO, AI2s, bandages.
And
Okay.
that's the only good one.
So yeah. And
So that just to be clear,
yeah.
just to be clear for the guys who are watching, yeah. What is that? Are we talking about that option called style? When you apply for a Sherpa, because there you have bear assault, USEC, and so on. Are we talking about that option or?
Yes, that is the option that decides what gear set you get.
That's
but
it. Okay.
really, that
Yeah.
style has zero effect on anything within the extra raid. They're not
Yeah,
gonna look at that and play different. They're just gonna talk to you, see what you want to do.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So like the packages only give you different gear. It's not gonna change anything that we're gonna do with you during the
Yes.
Sherpa raids.
And you're gonna get that item you as a Sherpling in via your system messaging.
Yeah, you get a system message and you receive the items from the system.
I see. Okay.
So, but you can part of the fact is you can only receive one piece of gear each
Mhm.
wipe. So if you request an Assault USAC raid, you cannot get any more Assault USACs loadouts during the whole wipe.
I see. Okay. So you cannot
But-
abuse. You cannot abuse that.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But right now, me and GTB, we are working on, and the rest of the Sherpas as well. We are working to make the kits a little bit better because they are really old right now,
Okay.
and we want to update them to fit the current meta. I
Yes.
guess.
Yes. Okay. So at least one kit that can somehow keep you alive. Try to keep you alive, right?
Yeah, we want to
Okay.
upgrade it. Yes.
Okay.
Gotta make them look good too.
We gotta make a what? Sorry.
Gotta make them look good.
Okay. Do the
I sent
emissaries?
a screenshot.
Go
I
for
sent
it.
a screenshot in the discussion on Discord. If you
Can I-
ever
can I
want
share it with the
to
guys?
show it. I guess so. That's just the list of the loadouts you get depending on the style you choose.
I
when
see.
you're square-
There's
when
also a
requesting
list. French Toast posted a list there with like a lot of things. Mosin, PU, MBSS, backpack. So if I can share it, then I'm gonna share it with the. Okay, it's there. I'm gonna open original and share the link with you guys, and maybe you guys compare it. But I would say it's the same that our friend French posted there. I guess
Yep, that's the same. But
the same things, right?
since it's a yeah, but the Twitch chat, he makes a weird format, kind of.
Okay. Do the emissaries get rewards from the devs? From being active and participative and...
Well, same as Sherpas, we got some stuff for that was the new stuff of the 11.7, but that's the only time we got something.
Okay.
Yep.
The next question that I have here, but I think we touched this subject a bit. Do the devs ask you for input regarding some game mechanics who are not working properly, or some tasks who are faulty, and you give them feedback? Well, we talked about this. Yeah, you get the feedback, and like Ham said before, there was that issue with the invisible player. Was it right? Invisible player, and you reported it immediately. Yeah, right. We talked about it a bit. I don't know if you guys want to expand on that a bit. Maybe another idea came into your mind or so. If not, we're gonna skip to the next one.
Well, to add more detail, sometimes they just tell us, "Hey, emissaries, we need your help. Could you please gather all the info you have from your communities on this specific topic or this specific bug, and share them with us." So when we gather all we have in a shared document, and so it's forwarded directly to the devs.
Okay, Silverballer, anything to add, or?
Yeah, also the backend issues, what we
Yes,
have, it's a long time ago. The dev fixed it for a short time and asked us here, emissaries, can you take a look to the communities and ask them, how is the feeling right now? Is this fixed or is it not fixed?
Yes.
And we give them the feedback if the error still there or is the issue fixed or not.
Okay.
And this happens when in German time, maybe 2 a.m. we get the message from the devs, and we take a look into the communities and look is all running well or not, and give the instant feedback.
Okay. How do you communicate with the guys? Via the forum, or do you have like a program you can chat directly to them, or with the devs? How do you communicate with them?
Over a program, over Messenger.
Okay. So directly, it's not like a mail. Dear devs.
No.
Okay.
It's directly like a chat.
Like an instant
Telegram,
comms, right?
It's on Telegram.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
More accurate.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a thing what the community doesn't see. The devs working really hard on the project, and sometimes they are working at 4 a.m. in Russia. They are still working on the project, or still working on to fix the bug.
Yes.
And the community doesn't see this, of course, because they don't see the chat.
Yes.
Or
Exactly.
anything
Yeah.
else.
But to be honest, Hams and the rest of the guys, we do get the feeling that the devs are overworking, are working the shit out of the development of the game, we do get the feeling, because Nikita is telling us that, and we see tweets at late in the night, or some stuff like that. So, but I guess you get the feeling, if you see that messenger still working there, you get the feeling the guys are still there in the offices, working. So yeah, it's,
Yeah, they put in a lot of work for the game. Like they obviously love it as much as the players do, I think. But there has been a few times where like something breaks at like 10 or 11 o'clock, and we message them and they start working on it.
Yeah.
And sometimes at like 4 a.m. we still get like message back from them about the issue, like collecting info to see if it's fixed, or they do put a lot of sleepless night, I think, for the games.
Yes.
Yeah,
I'm asking.
That's everyone, really.
Yes. Okay.
I remember sometimes I speak with Nixon, who is the localization manager of the game.
What does
and
localization manager mean?
He's in charge of all the languages, translation, and everything. Okay. So basically, sometimes I ask him question very late at night. It's 3 a.m. in the morning in Russia, so I don't expect him to answer. That's just a question I have, and so he will answer it in the morning, but he still answer it almost right after I ask him. So even him is working really hard on the game, not only the devs. That's
is Nixon, Richard Nixon,
that's
guy who translates the podcast in English from Russian to English?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Impressive. I like him a lot, because he's very professional with what he does. I like him a lot.
Yeah, and we are lucky to have him. That's mostly thanks to him. We have the translation of the implemented languages before it's released. So that's thanks to him. German languages and French languages were already all French with the 0.12 item as an example. Quick shout out to him.
Yeah, definitely. And he's doing this for free, or is he part of the development?
No, he's an employee.
He's an employee of BSG. Yes. Yes. Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. And he's doing the streams. And I thought, to be honest, that he's nothing else but nothing else. He's just a streamer, doing a translation from Russian to. But no, he's part of the crew. Okay, interesting. I didn't know this. Thank you. And a big shout out to him for doing this amazing job. Yes, for sure.
The live translation are on his own, by the way. It's not something he gets paid for.
Okay. Question for the Sherpas. How much does a Sherpa help a new player? Is it one rate? Do you guys make friends with some Sherplings?
Sometimes, yeah. And the raids, they go for however long they feel like. They can be many hours long. I've had one that went for 8 hours, I think, once.
Okay, so you did nothing else but playing together just because of that one ticket that he created, right?
Yeah.
Yes, so it's not one ticket per raid or whatever, No, it's not.
So it's more like you request a session than request a raid.
Okay, a session with the Sherpa, and the Sherpa will teach me if he wants to stay longer with me, then of course. And if the Sherpa has a lot of tickets to do, or if the Sherpa doesn't like me for being too arrogant, maybe, although I'm a rookie, then probably the Sherpa will leave. And right, I mean, it depends what person you find behind that ticket, right? I think it's very important, right?
Yeah, like you get two kinds of different requests. You get people who want help with quests, and you get people who want help with loot. So like, when people want help with the quests,
yes,
those are the easy tasks for you to help them with.
Okay.
So let's say, I mean, most people want help with quests. It's the easiest ones. Like, let's get the pocket watch, because for us it's very easy nowadays. But back in the day, I mean, I used to do like that quest 10, 20 times and still die. So I can understand like how they feel about it.
Yes. Okay.
And the other kind of request, I mean, at least for me personally, it's when people want loot. So like, I'm poor, I don't have money, I need like to get some money. So can you help us with that? And you just go on a map that you can acquire some loot and help them getting the loot, so they can make some profit. Yeah.
Okay. So you have spent, even Meyer TV says, 8 hours with the newbie. That man deserves a raise. Definitely. But I think...
I think that's only GTB though. I never spent 8 hours in the raid with...
I think...
not even friends.
Okay. I think you spent 8 hours with the guy because you liked him, right? Right? It was a good atmosphere and you enjoyed that time. Because if not, I don't imagine someone spending 8 hours with an asshole. Sorry, right?
Yeah, the 8-hour one. It was actually with 3 of his friends as well.
It
wasn't just me and one other guy.
Yes.
But they were all brand new to the game.
Anything else to add, Sherpas?
No, I was just gonna say that, like, me personally, I don't do I can't spend like 8 hours on the raid. I need to get up eventually and go stretch my legs or something.
Yes, or do some real life stuff.
I'm not
right?
as patient as GDB, I guess.
Yes,
I'm just not normal.
I'm just not normal. Okay.
You're Superman.
The community representative and the emissaries Sherpas, do you guys have, and the Discord manager, do you guys have access to the dev plans in some ways? Or, I mean, the future plans, of course, yeah? Or not the plans of the house, yeah? You know what I mean? Or do you guys have direct access to some of the devs, Nikita included, on Discord or so? Do you guys chat with him? Hey, Nikita, how's it going, man? Is it like a more what type of relationship do you guys have with the devs, and especially with Nikita? Is it professional? Hello, sir Nikita. Bonsoir. You know, I'm kidding. I'm overreacting, of course. But what how is it like?
It's a normal relationship. So not too serious business. So he's a COO, yeah,
Yes,
and
yeah.
the big boss.
Yes.
But he in person is really friendly and
Yes.
normal, like in the streams from
Yes.
the other streamers.
So he's exactly like that. Okay.
Yeah.
So that
He
means
is
you
very
guys
passionate, though.
very passionate. Definitely. I think only someone who's very passionate about the project can bring this to life and can continue it. You know. So did you guys have contact on regular basis with the devs or so, or I mean with the devs? What do I mean? You guys know Vlad or the Snake, who is the weapon modeler? Maybe not.
Well, for the most part, I'm pretty sure nearly all of the devs only speak Russian, if I'm not wrong.
I see.
And
Only
either-
Russian.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure most of them only speak Russian.
Okay.
And I don't know how many emissaries can even speak Russian.
Okay. So that means no access with those guys.
Like I can't speak for the emissaries, but like for the Sherpas, for
Yes.
us,
Yes.
the only dev we are in contact with is Blackbird. So like he's our middle guy between the community representatives,
Yes.
like everyone else, and the
Mhm.
BSG themselves.
What is
So,
the
like, if
function?
you have
What is the function of Blackburn? Sorry for interrupting. In the game or in the dev crew, do you guys know what he exactly is? What is he?
He's the community team lead. He's
Yeah, he's
basically
like-
in charge of all the community managers, all the kind of the emissaries. Like he directs everyone. Like if there's an
Okay.
issue that the devs need help, like info on, he's the one communicating that. He's writing up a lot of announcements, that kind of.
Okay. And the emissaries? Which one of the dev? If you guys can mention the name, if not, then
That's
the
Blackbird as well.
the same guy.
That's
The same
Blackbird,
guy.
yeah.
We're talking about
That's,
the same
that's,
guy.
Black,
Okay.
that's Blackbird as well.
Okay. And do
He's
you get? Yes. Go ahead.
just gonna say no. If I'm not mistaken, he's the one like in office from our the community manager team.
Mhm.
I might be wrong because I think there's another one, but I don't remember which one. Maybe they can correct me since I'm kind of new in the team. But yeah, there's a couple people that are in office that we have direct access to, but not all the devs. Like as GTB said, most of them only speak Russian, I think, and there's very few English people in the team.
Okay.
There's also someone else, but I only know his real name, and I know they don't really want to
Yeah. Okay.
us to say our real name.
Yeah. So
I will try to get it in the discussion.
Okay, so I know. I mean, I have contact with one of the devs, but not on regular basis. Yeah, from time to time he comes to my YouTube channel and comments there, and I ask him some stuff, but nothing future related. Yeah. So for example, he says, "Hey man, great video and all that stuff," and I go with, "Hey man, when is the Scar H coming or the Scar L and whatever, you know?" And this guy, I know him because of my news videos that I was doing like a long time ago, and it's Vlad, yeah, the Snake, aka the Snake. He is the weapon modeler. So that's why I'm asking a bit. Maybe you have more contact with them. And the initial question was, or one of them was, do you guys have somehow access to some of their future plans? What do I mean by this? As an emissary, for example, I know that the next feature is going to be this or that. Or do you get to scratch that info or no? You don't have to
It
go into
depends.
details, yeah, because it's not part of our subject of podcast subject here, you know. But yes or no, or
It depends on the information what Battlestate can share with us, and the time range. Sometimes we get informations quite short before we can announce it. Sometimes we get it a few days earlier, but we have the maybe we have the innovation, but we can't share it.
Yes. So you have it for yourself. That is what I mean. You get access to exclusives. That is what I mean, right? Yeah, that can happen. Okay. Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, it
of
happens,
course.
but not
Yes.
about everything. Like it's very specific information on one subject. We don't have the whole roadmap or whole planning for the next month. Like we don't have that. We have some information on some subjects because we know we are gonna have to share the information later on.
Yes.
Sometimes a few days before or a few hours. Sometimes for more long term, but not on every information on every change of the game. Like it's from very specific subjects.
Yes. Okay.
Best
Yes.
example is
Yes.
when is the wipe?
When is the wipe? Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, we don't get this information when is the wipe.
Give wipe, please.
Yeah.
I guess no one knows
But
exactly when.
yeah,
the
no
wipe
one
is.
knows. But it's funny to see that in some communities or in the official forum or Discord, people knows when the wipe is, and we see this post or this message, and yeah, okay, he knows, but we not. I guess not.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, I had this issue in the chat. Some like 1 week ago, people claiming, "Hey, I know when the wipe is." They're always, yeah.
Okay. For the Sherpas, a question. How do you guys approach trolls? You have the question in the script as well. And players who are difficult, players who are arrogant, or even though they are new at the game, they try to take command and take the lead and, hey, I know better and stuff like that,
Honestly, that doesn't happen that often.
Oh.
It's very, very rare because the people who go through all this effort
Yes.
to do this, they're people who are kind of willing to learn.
So they are honest. The guys who are requesting help, the guys need help, right? They are not there to troll.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree with GDB. Yeah.
Okay.
So we've been around for a year,
Yes.
and I've never ever added troll raids. I mean, I've had people rage quit on me, like I said, like 2 guys, but we've never had like someone just randomly get a request and troll you during
Yes.
a raid, or
Okay.
let's say like jump in a raid and team kill you on purpose. I mean, that never happened.
Never. Okay. And what about, because this is a bit tied to what I asked before, what about someone who's faking being a rookie or a Sherpling, and he's a streamer and he only wants to get your reaction or stuff like that? Did you guys get such an example?
I have never heard of a streamer doing that before.
Never.
But
We'll
I
have to try it. We'll have to try it.
I have had one guy though,
Yes.
where he put in all the effort to make the request, set up the time and everything, just so he could show me his stash.
Okay. Just like that. Okay.
Yeah, he just wanted to show me a like 4 thick items case. It's like, okay.
Okay. So he didn't. That's it. That was it. Or you
Yeah,
did
that
some
was it.
raids with it.
Nope, that was it.
Okay, that's interesting. How quickly can you guys, the Sherpas, respond to a ticket, to a freshly created? Let's not talk about the let's just say this era, from the Twitch drops and so on. How fast did you guys were able to respond to a ticket before the Twitch drops? Because now it's a whole different story, I guess. You guys cannot keep up to date, I would say, 60 with like 10,000 tickets or so. Was it harder before? Because I guess now it's even harder, right? Or was it doable?
Well, it's kind of hard to gauge because at the same time during the event we got a lot of new Sherpas.
Mhm.
Like a week before the event, I was the only Sherpa in the U.S. except for one other person.
Wow.
I was getting around 30 requests a week,
Okay.
and that was just like impossible for me to do.
Impossible.
But we have more now, so it's not like that anymore. But at the time, that was
Yes.
painful.
And back then, when you were you and one guy, the Sherpa in the US, what did you have to do, honestly? What did you have to do with those requests that you couldn't honor, you couldn't take? Close them, or? You
just
know,
had to
bad
leave
luck
'em.
or?
We really want to get a feature implemented where we can because when you request a specific person, which is
Yes.
what was happening to me all the time, you can't just your option is cancel it or take it. You can't unassign yourself. So we're trying to get that so that if someone can't take it, they can let someone else take it.
Okay. So reassign it, or put it into the primary pool so that everyone can see it or so. I don't know if that feature is even
Yeah.
there. Yeah. Okay.
That's what we're trying to get.
Okay. Are you guys getting rewards for being Sherpas? I asked that. How easy is for new players to find the Sherpa program? Could you guys maybe explain that one more time? Or I wrote here, maybe suggest the devs to add a link to that button in the launcher. Is that even possible? I mean, I'm not asking you guys, but I'm just asking generally. Is that even possible? I think it is, right? It's like an external link. I think it's possible. How easy is it for a rookie to ask for a Sherpa? Can you explain that process one more time, maybe, for the guys?
Like right now, it's not very easy for let's say someone new starts playing Tarkov. They're not gonna have an easy way to request a Sherpa. They're
Yes.
gonna have to go through the forums and through the main page, and there's an area, a section there that says request a beginner's assistance, I think.
Yes.
And you click that, and then at the bottom of the page you have request Sherpa, and that's where you fill up the details. But we are working on a better solution. Like we are waiting for approval, but it's most likely going to be approved. We don't know yet. So it's
Who's responsible
speculation
for
now.
the approval?
As I said, like we forward all the suggestions we have to Blackbird, and then he forwards it to the devs. So
Yes.
Blackbird is our main go-to.
Okay.
So we want to put the Sherpa system on the launcher to make it easier for people to.
Okay, that would be great.
Yeah,
And-
but we don't really know yet how hard it is for the devs
to implement that.
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
I see. Okay. Anything else to add?
I just want to add, I'm not a Sherpa, but I know we are advertising the program really, really hard on the Discord, for example. Like every time a new player is asking, how do I get help? Can I find
Yes.
people to help me? We have a whole section dedicated to Sherpas on the Discord,
Yes.
and people can also go there and talk in the chat and see if someone is available or this kind of thing, and they will explain how to do the request and join them later.
Okay. Englishman says, ask them how come you don't see Sherpas on Discord noob channels too often. Do you guys have to be in Discord?
A lot of the Sherpas, we pick them based off which language or region needs more.
Yes.
And so most of them are hanging out in their regional Discord.
Okay.
So
okay. So they're not obligated to be in the official Discord and in that section of the right. They're not obligated to do that.
No, they're more obligated to do the actual requests themselves.
Okay. So I hope that's a good answer, Englishman. I mean, for me it makes sense, right? I'm getting to the end of the questions for the emissaries. I would say let's go for the second last one. Would you guys consider the emissary program as a success? How would you guys improve it? Is there anything that you guys would recommend? Let's just say that the devs are watching, which I don't know. Maybe they are, maybe they aren't. I really don't know.
From my side, it's I think it's a really great success for this program, because the battle state has a better chance to understood the community's things or what the community want.
Yes.
And it helps to spread out the information in their language. To access the information, because like in Germany, not everyone speak fluent English or understood English.
Yes.
And it helps a lot that they can get information in German.
Okay. So it's definitely a success. Is it something that you, as a community representative, would suggest, or not suggest, maybe something that you're thinking on? Yeah, I think this could be done better, or maybe better communication, or a better infrastructure, or a better way, a better path, a better bridge between the emissaries, for example, and the content creators and streamers, which are, in my opinion, very important for the game as well, right? For the promotion of the game.
Yeah, the improvement for the system is for both sides. Of course, the emissaries and the community representative must go to the streamers or the content creators and ask them what they want. And the other side, the streamers or content creators must do the same.
Yes.
Because, like I say, we can catch everyone in our community
Yes.
from the content creators or streamers. So
Yes.
there's a lot of streamers and content creators what are not on our radar at the moment.
Yes.
This will help us when they are in the official Tarkov Discord, in the big one, and ask us or write us in the Discord, so we get noticed from them. And
Is there a section, Hams? Is there a section there for content creators and streamers?
On the big one, not. But you can find me always on the top in Discord.
Okay.
Because I got quite 24 hours per day Discord open and will be online, and you can message. Everyone can message me, and I will try to answer every question what comes in.
Okay, so for example, if I come with a question like to one of you guys, hey guys, look, I'm doing this stuff, and I would need some 7-day trial keys. Would you guys help, or could you guys at least ask? Yes, right?
Of course. When someone needs trial keys, or he plans a giveaway and wants trial keys, he can ask us, and we can try to get some keys.
Yes.
From the devs and can and spread it out to you.
Okay. So this is what I mean. Sorry. Go ahead.
So if you plan something, ask us. You can write to info@battlesetgames too, but they are overfluted with emails a lot, and it can be that an answer needs more than 14 days or longer.
Okay.
So if you need it,
yes.
Need it really quick, ask the emissaries or the community representatives.
So it's definitely easier with you guys, with asking you guys. Okay.
I have to precise that that's only for, well, let's say streamers that have something planned. Like, not anyone can ask us for keys. Like, if a streamer asks for keys, we will have to ask someone, tell him how he has some viewers, he wants to do that, he needs that many keys and everything. That's not something like, hey, this random dude needs a key, can I get one?
Yes.
There is a whole procedure with that.
So not everyone gets free keys. You have to
it's mostly about events than just giving away keys. Like, there needs to be something going on.
Yes.
Not just like dropping keys in chat just to like.
Okay.
Just giving keys. Like, it needs to be an event like linked to something or another, or promoting something. Like, could be the Sherpa program, for example, as you said before. It could be those kind of things. You know, like you need to have an event going on, something interesting, particular, and then keys can be given.
I see. Okay. The emissaries, or let me just ask the Sherpas, and then I'm going to come back to you guys. I don't want to keep you just waiting and listening to the Sherpas. How would you like the Sherpa program to be improved, Sherpas, if you would be able to suggest something to the devs?
Well, like we already said, like the unassigned button, so that requests don't just go unanswered because someone's overloaded, which we're trying to avoid anyway. And then improving the gear sets. Maybe we can even help the visibility of the Sherpa program on the launchers or something like that. That would be great if that can happen.
Okay, so So I remember three things from what you're saying. Two things. So try to increase the visibility, then trying to
Yeah.
improve the gear. And what was the first one?
The unassigned thing. Like how I
yeah.
said, I had like
Yes.
30 requests in a week.
Okay, that's like way too much. Okay. Anything else to add? Should I go with... I have the last question for you guys, but before, yeah, if you guys want to add something, go for it.
Yep, concerning Sherpas, I
Yes.
sent you a link in DM on that's a whole procedure on how to ask for a Sherpa.
Mhm.
So people, that's pretty tricky. The procedure is pretty tricky. So there is a whole
Yeah,
see.
there's an
There's
old guide on the forums.
tutorial. Yep,
Yeah,
I
but
I sent the link. I
Okay.
can put it in the chat as well.
Okay. Can you send it? Can you send this link so that I have it as well on Discord? Because right now the chat will go up and I will lose it in Discord in this chat of us, or just as a PM or so.
In your DM, yeah.
Yeah. Improve the visibility of the program, improve the equipment that is delivered, and maybe some kind of reward for us. CTR is CTR a Sherpa with you guys? I guess he is. I think he told me something about it, but I
He is a
forgot.
yeah, he is a Sherpa.
Spanish Sherpa?
Spanish. Yep,
Yes.
Spanish.
Okay.
There's actually a couple Sherpas in chat.
Oh, really? That's
French.
nice.
French is a Sherpa. It's a Sherpa.
So
Yeah.
so was Walker.
And Walker as well. Exactly. He told me the other day. Yesterday, I think it was. Okay, I'm gonna move to the last question, guys, for all of you. What is your message, guys, for the community? I'm gonna start with the community representative, with Hums. So a message
Okay,
for the community.
Message for the community. Battlestate games hear you, definitely. It doesn't matter if you're a streamer or a normal gamer. Battlestate games definitely hear you. If you have any pain points with the game or any good ideas or feedback, except positive or negative, bring it to us. And we, as community representative or emissaries, will do our best to share it or to bring it to the devs and to make an awesome game. Yeah, because the devs from Battlestate needs definitely the feedback from the community.
Yes. Okay. TT?
That's pretty hard to say something after because I had the same thing in mind basically.
Okay.
I know before I became a Sherpa, I was thinking that PhD was not working that hard and not really listening to us. But
Yes.
once you're in contact with them, with seniors, you basically see that they're pretty hardworking and they're really focusing on community ideas and everything. So nothing much to add.
Okay. GTP, anything to add?
I'm actually gonna add on to Hums. Like, people they think that BSG just doesn't listen to anyone but streamers, but people have no idea how often we are asked to collect feedback from just like our specific communities. Like for me, it's mostly the official Tarkov Discord, which is massive. So there's so many like people in there, and they think that because they're just someone with like no special role, no name, no following, that they think that like they just won't be heard. But in reality, even if we're not talking, like I have 3 monitors, I'm always looking at this chat.
Okay. Sleepy?
It's pretty much what GDB and say. Like, I think at the end of the day, all of us, like Sherpas, emissaries, community representatives, all of us, we're all players and we all want the game to get better, and we want our suggestions to be approved if they're good. So like, I think that if you guys ever see like a bug or so, instead of like crying out like we all used to do in the past or still do, like just fill in some bug reports, or speak up to someone, an emissary, even a Sherpa, like, because at the end of the day we're all connected to each other, and if you pass on the information about any bugs or glitches, it makes it so much easier for us to get it in word with the devs and get it fixed faster.
Okay.
Also, just like to add that we please be kind with us because we are all here. We do that on our free time. We are
For
not
free.
paid.
Yeah.
So that's us being dedicated to our communities,
Yes,
basically.
yes,
So there is no reason
totally.
to be angry at us for
Totally, yeah.
anything, even if the game sometimes can make you angry or anything.
Yes, and even if the game is now working or so, it's actually not your fault. It's actually someone else's fault, right? You're somewhere in the middle there, and it's a delicate position where you are in. Yeah.
Yeah,
Silverballer?
we've been asked. Yeah, we've been asked to fix the games or fix the servers plenty of time now in the chat. But
Really?
I think
I
that
mean,
said mostly what I meant. This whole game is a blast. Like taking part in the community is a blast, and it's hours and hours and hours of work. Like when I talk to people about roughly what I do for this game, I call it a second job, you know, because
yes.
it's just so much time put into this. But I will gladly do it. I gladly do it, and I will keep doing it for a while because I love this game, and I know that every time I sit down, like in my DMs for 20 minutes when someone describes a bug, I know
Yes.
that's one bug I can forward, and that's going to be one less of a worry for our players because I know it's going to be fixed eventually, you know, just because,
Yes.
as we said, like the communication is real. Like it doesn't appear. Like it's not natural maybe for people because like BSG does a lot of things with streamers.
Yes.
But
yes,
what we
indeed.
see in chat, what you tell us, it's gonna be forwarded and it's gonna be looked at as well.
Okay.
So
Okay. So it's
the
also
GT behind the-
important. It's also so
Yeah, it's
if,
very
if you
important.
find a major bug or if you find an issue that the devs are struggling to somehow pinpoint or locate and so on, it is not a bad idea to, if you have the contact to, or even to go to the official Discord. If you have the contact, if you have like a relationship, let's just say, of friendship relationship with one of the emissaries, it's not a bad idea to contact him and, hey man, I have this clip, maybe you can share it, maybe we can find it, we can sort this stuff out, right? So it's definitely not a bad idea. We can do it then.
Yeah, exactly. And it happens daily. Like daily, we get something like from someone and we forward it. It's not a rare occurrence. It happens, and every time it's been forwarded, and it works.
Okay. Sherpas, do you guys have a message for the Sherplings? I call them rookies in the script. I didn't know you guys call them Sherplings. Do you guys have a message for the guys who just bought the game? Maybe some of them are here on stream with us. Some of them will listen to this podcast on Podbean or maybe on my YouTube channel. What would you guys recommend, or what are your advices for them?
I always say the same things when I get a Sherpa request. It's like, are you new to the game? You know, but that's like the first question I always ask. But like for new people, I'd say like get some friends to play the game with. Don't play alone, because
Okay.
Tarkov can be very punishing game when you play alone.
Yes.
And it's always better to play with people than actually playing alone. I mean, for me, I think like I enjoy more playing Tarkov with people than actually playing by myself. So, and I think if you play the game more in a group instead of solo, you'll get like more joy out of it. You'll also get like better at the game at a certain point. You'll get more gear. You'll lose less gear, and you'll eventually overcome gear fear.
Yes.
By grouping up instead of playing solo. Because I think at the end, people who play solo are the ones that complain the most that they keep dying. They keep losing their gear, they have no money, they can't progress. I think like it's really a big thing to find a group of people to play with, or browse the forums, search for a friendly community, get some friends from in real life to play with you, find a clan, just find people to play with. Don't play alone.
Yes. Interesting. I gave today this same advice. I mean, the exact same advice to 2 or 3 guys who were new to the game. Yeah. Anything else to add, guys, or was this covering? Or I don't know. Maybe you guys have something to add for the newcomers to the game. And then I'm gonna read 2 comments from Walker and from French. But yeah, I'm gonna give you guys priority if you guys want to say something.
Well, for the record, I would say please stop asking your gear back when you die because of a bug. We can't give it back. So please stop asking. And please don't be angry. The game is literally being developed. Even us emissaries, we die because of bugs or BS, and we don't get the gear back. Gear is part of Tarkov. Winning it, earning it, buying it, losing it. It's part of the game. That's the game. You will lose gear, and sometimes you will lose a lot, but right after you will win a lot of gears back. So just play the game. Don't get too much focused on pixels. That's just pixels in the end. So, and it will get wiped eventually. So don't worry about gear.
Okay. So I'm going to read Walker's comment, and if you guys still want to add something, there's the option there. So Red, I'm very glad you chose to have a podcast about this topic for real. One of the sad things surrounding the Sherpa program is its actual lack of exposure. I'm very grateful for people like yourself shining a light on the program. Tarkov's a tough game with little to no training wheels for the newcomers. Hopefully down in line more and more newcomers can join us on the program. So far for me, it's been a blast. And French Toast says, my message to the Sherplings: dying is a core part of the game. Your success comes off other players' death. I see. Okay, so comes off other players' death. And the contrary is also true. Don't be afraid to fight. Don't be mad when you die. And when you die, take it as a lesson. I should peek at that corner faster. I should pre-fire this room. I need to not fight that large group, etc., etc. Yeah. Thank you very much for the feedback, guys, from the chat as well. Indeed. It's a super nice program if you have someone who wants to learn stuff. I never registered for it because every time I start, I learn something new. There's that variant as well, for sure.
Yeah, I just wanted to say that keep in mind that that's because you die that you will enjoy even more surviving and extracting with gear as well.
Okay. So I asked, go for it, guys.
If you don't die, you don't learn like the game itself. You have to die to learn that you're making a mistake.
Yes.
If you're not dying, you don't know that you're making a mistake. So like when I first played Tarkov, generally no one knows the map and you don't know the spawn points. But like nowadays, you die so much that you get to know like where to expect players and where not to expect players. So dying is actually a big part on learning how to play Tarkov.
Okay. Yeah, I agree. Knocking your head against the wall, it could be, not like for months and months, but like you say, dying and trying to learn something out of that experience. It's exactly like French says, hey man, what did I die, dude? Let's analyze this. Did I peek? Did I not pre-fire and whatever, So I think it's said, yeah, it's there. So Maya says, when is the next wipe? Yeah, I asked the guys, do you guys have some questions for the panel, for the guys? And Maya says, yeah, when is the next wipe? Exactly. And we know what it is, but we don't want to say. Yeah, long time ago, and I'm right, the next wipe will be there, so it's a big date. Not necessarily. Okay, so if you guys have some questions for the guys, please ask in the chat. We spoke about almost everything that has to do with what the emissaries and the Sherpas are. You guys know where to go to apply for the program. We have learned together that when there's something bad popping out in the game, we can even go to the guys and tell them, hey guys, I found this stuff up, check out this clip. Or maybe not the hacker. I don't know how you guys deal with the hacker. Hey man, I have this name. I think that the guy killed me. I think this guy's a hacker. That's bullshit in my opinion. Don't do that because you're not gonna get, honestly, truly, logically, you're not gonna get an answer. So if you have something solid, something valid, hey man, I went to this raid and I was invisible. Here is the footage. have a look or send it to the devs or so, you know. And maybe there's no guarantee that you're gonna get a reply from the emissary. Yes, your ticket or your video has been looked at from Nikita himself, they're gonna fix it, you know. But maybe in the background someone is working to fix that bug or that problem that you're having, right? So what I've learned is that we can work together to try to unite the community even more and keep the community more informed, and this way also expose this Sherpa program a bit more, and also not only the Sherpa program but also the work of the emissary, which is in my opinion gold. You have your game in the French language, in the Portuguese, Brazilian Portuguese, whatever language, mostly because of you guys, right? You have that content in French because someone decided to translate it, and in this case maybe it's TT and who knows, one more guy, two more guys, you know. So the guys are doing a great job. And I talked to someone who's also an Escape From Tarkov player, and he said, dude, make an emphasis on this because this is very important. And I think it is. It's like the most important thing, and it's something that the guys are not realizing. It's like you guys said during the podcast, they expect us to fix everything, although we are emissaries, you know. They do not realize that you guys are doing this out of passion for Escape From Tarkov or for gaming in general, and because maybe you want to be close to the devs, maybe you want to be, I don't know, have part of the development of the game, but also because you love what you do. You like to help, you know. That's like the most important thing. You like to help, right? I think
that's the main thing. I think if someone wants to be an emissary because he wants to get rewarded, that's not the good choice. I mean, that's not the good state of mind. We are here because we love the community and we want to share with them. That's really specific, because I know French people, they are really bad at English, most of them. So I just basically started translating announcement so they can have the announcement in French. And I asked nothing back, basically. That was just for altruism. And I think everyone here, Sherpas, emissaries, or community representative, are here because of altruism.
Mm-hmm. Yes, exactly, yeah. What one item do you guys take into each raid without fail? Not in gamma, nor protective cases.
Contacts all the way. I can't play without them. That's my go-to item every raid. Even with a pistol, I need contacts.
But you mean contacts like the contacts, or you mean what type of? You mean the contacts, the basic ones, or you mean headsets?
Oh, I prefer the swordings, but
you mean headsets?
I mean early game. You can't. Yeah, any headsets, like basically, except the first one, the GSSH. I hate it with a passion, but anything else, I'll take like every raid.
Okay.
I'd say a morphine. Like, I always have a morphine in my pocket no matter what, because you pop it up so fast. And let's say if you enter an area where you know there's a chance you get shot, I don't think you want to be having a black leg or a broken leg at that moment. So I always have a morphine ready to pop it up.
Okay.
Yeah, for me too, morphine and bandages. Bandages in this case, because if you use an IFAC or an Salvea, you will lose 30 healing points from this kit when you only bandage your round. And this is the case what I not want.
Interesting.
That's the reason why I take bandages always with me, and morphine too, because when I get shot, I can press 4 to push in the morphine and can run. And the positive effect too is I got some energy back.
Okay. I'm gonna ask one question for you guys. From all the features that we have currently, which one is the most annoying one? The one that you guys would want to get rid of?
Leveling
From my
strength
side,
for the vents.
Leveling the skills, yeah, probably.
Okay.
I think skills as well. Yeah.
Yeah, I would say that as well.
Okay.
the Mac loading thing from my side. It's
I see.
at the moment
Interesting one.
Really horrible, because in the raid must look into your into your equipment
Yes.
and load up everything bullet.
Yeah. So you
It's-
cannot check
yeah,
your
in the-
surroundings.
Yeah, in
Yeah.
the future it will comes, of course, and I think we will get Mac loading animation or Mac loading thing like in DayZ right now. So you can check your surroundings, you can walk maybe, and you can load up your magazine. At the moment you're not moving target when you load up your magazine, and you guys know if you have a 60 round magazine, you will never load it up in the raid.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
Sorry.
Personal opinion, but the most annoying feature for me, well, it's not a feature, it's a quest.
Okay.
Basically.
Okay.
It's the Tarkov shooter part 3, in which you have to kill PMCs less than 15 meters away with a
With the
Mosin.
Mosin.
To be honest, I've never done this quest since it's in the game. I just can't. I don't know. I can't do this quest.
Okay.
Which one? Less than 50 meters?
Yes,
15,
with the
15.
Mosins.
Oh.
Viking.
That's not my type of play, to go on factory almost naked with
Yes.
a Mosin trying to get killed this way. And I absolutely hate dying doing this type of quests.
Yes.
So
It's stupid, right?
I just can't do it.
Yes. Viking asks, what is your favorite rifle and why? Positives and cons.
For my-
Let's
for
go
my
with
side,
let's start with the guys who didn't talk that much. Let's go with I have absolutely nothing against the rest of the guys, but we're gonna get to you. Let's start with Silverballer, I would say. Positive. Favorite weapon, why, and positives or pluses and minuses.
It's since I started, it's always been the VSS or the VAL. I love the gun, like the
Okay.
suppressed
Good choice.
high fire rate
Yes.
gun was like really satisfying when I started playing it back in 0.5. I remember just running that on customs with 2 mags and a stack of bullets in my pocket and instantly reloading and being a kill machine with it.
Yes.
But now it's been it chews up ammo so fast. It's a bit harder to use now, but it's still my favorite gun. Plus
Okay.
it looks amazing.
So
not gonna
both
lie.
of them, VSS and ASVAL, both of them.
Yeah, both of them equally, like depending on what
Yes.
they have. It's my favorite gun. I just slap OKP7 on it or a laser, and I'm good to go.
Okay.
Like,
yes.
but it has a lot of drawbacks. Like it chews ammo like in 3 seconds you're empty, and the drop is insane. So if you're like anything other than like if you're further away than 100 meters, you're not gonna have the upper hand at all. But it's really rewarding when you know how to play it, I think.
Okay. Sleepy?
I wouldn't say I have a favorite weapon, to be honest. I run whatever I think I want to run. So
Okay.
I mostly change my weapons according to the map I play or the playstyle I'm trying to play. So for example, if I'm going shoreline and I'm playing indoors, I'm probably gonna rock an MP7, for example, and
Okay.
a sniper on my
Yes.
back.
Mm-hmm.
As if I would play on interchange, I'd probably use a semi-automatic rifle like an SVD or a SCR-25, you know, the new one. Like I don't really have a favorite gun. I usually change weapons a lot depending
Yes.
on
You
what
try
I want
to
to do.
play with a lot of weapons because
Exactly,
you
yeah.
are
Yeah.
flexible. You are like that, okay?
Yeah.
But are you as good or as effective as you would want with all those weapons? You know what I mean? Because I also like
mean,
trying.
I consider myself a good player.
Okay.
I also don't use my weapons as meta weapons. I don't usually mod weapons to the
you
point
mod them
that they have
based
no
on
recoil.
aesthetics?
Yeah, I don't mod them on statics. Exactly.
Ah, so,
I mod
okay,
it
okay.
according to like, okay, I find this gun nice. I mod
Yes.
it like that.
Okay, okay,
And
okay.
I usually perform pretty well, I would say.
Okay. Okay, that's good. I mean, there's not a lot of modesty there. If you say, hey, I'm a good player, you know? But I believe you. If you're a good player, then you're backing yourself up probably with some good stats or some stuff like that. Yeah, I respect that. GTB?
The most versatile weapon in the game is probably the FAL, because that thing shreds even with like really cheap ammo as long as you can control that recoil. But like long range, it still shreds. Close quarters, it shreds even more, and it has pretty nice accuracy and range on it.
Okay.
But the only problem is that recoil. If you don't expect it, it's gonna kill you.
Okay.
But
So
how-
fell. But you're talking about the fell like a general thing. Is it your favorite weapon, or you're just describing a weapon which is good?
Yes, but I don't use it that often.
I see.
Surprisingly, like I use a lot of different guns because if you use the same thing over and over, you're gonna get really bored of that gun.
Okay.
So I just
Okay.
use the FAL when I'm trying to really try hard.
Okay, I understand. TT and Hams?
For me, that's the SVD, for sure. I remember when it was added in the game, so back in April 2019. The very first day, I told myself the day we can mount a silencer on the thing, I might play it a lot, like, and that's what I do right now. With the new mods and the young world in the silencer can mount, it's a beast. Hammers are pretty cheap, it drops people like nothing. So go-to gun.
Okay. Hams?
For me, this is definitely the SA58 because it
Okay.
shreds people and it sounds really good, really good.
Yes.
And
And it drops.
I used the gun, yeah, entry drops, and I used the gun with a short barrel and hollow sight, laser sight with a Predator flashlight on the side because I love to go around the corner and turn on the flashlight and blend the shit out of someone around the corner. And I don't use a silencer. I hate silencer. Really, I hate it. But because when I shoot, the PvP comes to me, and I don't must search
I
for
see.
PvP.
Okay.
Yeah.
The dinner bell. Yeah.
When you hear SA58 on the map, you will run to this position. You will have the you will want this weapon.
Yes.
It's like a unsilenced M4. If you hear it on the map, you know it. Yeah, this is a
Yes.
gun. What I want.
Yes,
And you run
yes.
to the PvP.
Yes. Before I ask two more questions, guys, let me just quickly remind the guys that after the podcast we do some giveaways. One of them is a Grand Prix with a red keycard. Yeah. So stay with us, guys, for a while, if you want to, of course. The next question is: how important is survival rate for you guys? Is it? Yes. No.
Well,
For me, no. I think like that's just a stat overall. Like at the beginning of a wipe, you'll probably die more often than you do when you get, eventually level 40. So your survival rate is gonna be low, and then it's eventually gonna go up, and then it's gonna be low when you have like quests to kill people with certain guns, like the Mosin. Then it's gonna
Yes.
go up again, and then it's gonna go low. Like I'd say, play the game without caring about the stats overall.
Okay.
And-
So yeah. Go ahead.
like in my case, my survival rate has gone down at least like 10% lately, simply because me and a couple other people have been searching really hard for a lot of bugs, and a lot have been found. But 99% of those raids we just die because we just kill ourselves or something, so we can keep
Yeah.
going. Or actually, a lot of time the time just expires.
And the other one, if you guys want to add something, go for it. If not, I'm gonna ask the next question. This question is come from Glorious, and he says, do the guys play labs?
No.
No.
Hams is laughing.
Sometimes.
So
Because
Yes.
I'm playing a lot. Playing alone. I'm a really bad team player, I guess. So I play labs sometimes. It's when you are solo, it's really hard labs because you get shredded by raiders, you get shredded by other teams, and the most time you met on labs are 3-man teams or up to 4-man squad.
yeah.
I'm just not a
yes.
fan of the pace labs because, like, I mean, obviously not for everyone because people love labs, but like for me, if there's a fight every 5 seconds, every single time, over and over and over, they get less like I don't know, dramatic, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you're walking around Shoreline, all of a sudden you start getting shot at, like, and you've been walking around for 5 minutes with nothing. It's a lot more energetic, and you feel a lot more from it than every 10 seconds.
Okay.
I feel like Labs is much more previsible in the fight. Like it's
Yes.
always the same angles, it's always the same corridor, it's always
I
the same
see.
long
Okay.
areas that are contested. So a lot of
Okay.
firefights are the same, which is it's fine, but it's not like it's repetitive, but you don't really get the surprise. Like
Mhm.
I play Tarkov because I like a bit of the adrenaline and the surprise and the screams and the fear coming out of it. But Labs is just like it's too often the same, yeah, for me.
Okay.
Also,
Gloria says as
ev-
an answer, tell them that Labs is love, Labs is life. He's basically a Labs player or an aggressive player. He also plays Factory, but very aggressive. I played with him, and yeah, it's just killing, or dying. It can happen. Yeah.
I have to say on this swap I've played like I think 3 or 4 red zone labs.
Yes.
I mean I enjoy it, and when I mostly play with my team, so we go pretty great on it. But I don't know, like Silver said, it's not really the type of gameplay I'm looking
Yes.
for when
Yes.
I play EFT, and
Okay.
it's pretty sometimes repetitive.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it gets old.
Yeah, I
playing
agree.
6
Yeah.
M4s every raid.
I go labs like once per month.
I see. Okay, so very rarely then. Do
Yeah.
you find that you can only play with certain people? Example, people who have a similar playstyle, or can you mix in with new and weathered players and play as well? And perform as well, I think Viking means. You know? Do you
I
have
have
that feeling
no
that
preferences.
you don't?
Well, no, I mean I play with a ton of new players for the most
Mhm.
part, so it's every time it's something different. And honestly, when I start playing with bigger groups, a lot of times it gets a little chaotic.
10 reps, do it.
The guys are
Do it.
asking me to. No, not now. Not now. It doesn't work. It doesn't work like that, guys. During the podcast, I mean, I can do them gladly. I can do them gladly, but it's not the moment. And Kimusabe is trolling me. I know. What I wanted to ask, Viking asks, can you describe your playstyle? But be specific, yeah. Describe your playstyle in 2 words. Not more than 2, please, or 1 if you can.
Get good.
Okay. Okay.
I would say
can-
go for it.
Go ahead. Okay, I can say I'm a sneaky bastard.
Sneaky bastard. Okay.
Screw it.
Okay.
I think GTB can confirm, but my playstyle is mostly screams and panic. Yeah, every time.
He screams a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, I get a lot of adrenaline rush from this game, and I'm very vocal about it when I play.
TT?
Long range for me.
Okay. Who is missing? I still cannot recognize the voices exactly. Who didn't say anything? GTB?
That was everyone.
Everyone? Okay, perfect.
Not
perfect.
you didn't.
Ah, I didn't say. In 2 words, describe your playstyle. Realistically, without trolling, be better.
Yep.
Be better. It's like a synonym for get good, you know. Be better. So I strive to be better. If you would pick any 3 EFT players to make a 4-man squad, who would it be?
Most of the
Three
streamers
I
I
EFT
know well
streamers
kill me.
players.
I'd
Sorry?
only need one streamer to play with me.
Okay.
I'd say Shroud. Me and Shroud, that would be
Yes.
fine.
TT as well.
Yeah, I was thinking.
TT is like TT is laughing like the girl. Yes, Shroud, you know. Hams.
Only streamers, then I would say Smoke and Anton.
Smoke N.
Anton.
Anton. Okay. Sleepy, did you say something?
Oh yeah, I say Shroud. I mean, I know
Shroud.
all the streamers of Tarkov, but yeah, only
Yes.
Shroud.
Okay. GTB.
Last time I played with a streamer, they got paid $30 to shoot me in the head.
What? Okay.
Feels bad.
What about you, Silverballer?
I don't really know, honestly. That's a tough one, but I mostly watch Deadly Slob and Bastille when I
I
have
see.
some
Deadly Slop has a very
Sometime-
mature
some-
content. I like him a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's like my go-to stream when I want
Yes.
to chill and watch something. So I
Yes.
would say those two.
Okay. Okay. Darty Raider says I would pick Red, Glory, and Robin. What-
If I had to pick three, that would be Shroud, as I said.
Shroud?
It would be clean, so we could talk about guns
Clean.
as well.
Okay.
And-
I was. Yes. Yes. Good choice. Good choice. He's playing immersive. He's taking it slow and do it at your own pace, or on my own pace, and follow if you want. If not, then I'm gonna play with someone else. But yeah. I get the point. Yeah.
Yeah, and for the last one, I would go with Deadly as well. I like the playstyle,
Yes.
the state of mind, questioning the game, everything.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. We answered some questions. This podcast was extremely informative for me, and I'm really happy for having you guys here. And I think it's very important to show the recognition you guys deserve, because you're doing this for free, and it's an amazing job. And as you guys say, some of you guys said, and I'm really sorry for not being able to pinpoint the exact voice, because you guys don't have cameras and it's hard to see. It's nothing is popping there when you guys are talking. So I think, like some of you guys said, maybe it's my second job, So you guys are doing this for free, and because you guys are being altruistic. Is that a word in English? Because of altruism. Yeah, that needs to be a word in English.
It is.
Okay. So I'm gonna read a message from Dimitri, aka Octmit, for you guys. I asked him to say something, or to record a video, or to join us, and he says at the end, we cannot take part today, unfortunately, but we love you guys all. And I'm gonna read you the message. So he says, so would be cool if you will read this short message for the guys. Dear friends, you're doing an amazing work for us, for the game, for the whole community. Your contribution is invaluable. Thank you so much for all this help and support. Even staying in the shade, you do a lot. We really appreciate your trust. We wish you good luck in Tarkov and in your lives. People like you are deserving this. And then he says at the end, we cannot take part today, unfortunately, but we love you guys as well. So very kind and warm message for you guys, also showing recognition and appreciation, and because you guys really deserve it. Really, really deserve it. Any final words that you guys would add?
Yeah, it was a pleasure, being invited to this podcast, and I hope you well. And everyone in here, I mean, I know most part, but Hums, I didn't,
You didn't know Hums, okay?
Yeah, I didn't know Hums directly. I knew him from the staff
Yes.
list. I didn't know
Yes.
him directly.
Yes.
But was a pleasure talking to you guys, and I hope we eventually, speak to each other again soon, sometime.
Okay. So Gloria says you deserve the best for doing this for the EFT community, and Viking says, on behalf of the community, thank you for everything you guys do. Big and small heart. EFT wouldn't be the same without every one of you. I totally agree. I would say the guys in the chat, there's like 91 of you guys watching. Let's spam some hearts for the guys, because this was an amazing podcast and it was very, very informative, and I loved it. It was on spot. Maybe some difficulties at the beginning, with the overlay and that stuff. But what can you do, man? We're not perfect, right? So a lot of love from us, guys. I don't know what else to say. If there's anything that you guys would want to add, go for it. If not, we're going to end the podcast here, and then we're going to start with our giveaways and all that stuff. If you guys want to participate as well, then feel free to join. Yeah?
Well, thanks, Red, for having us here. So maybe people realize a little bit more our involvement in the community and what we do. Thanks to people in diverse all the communities that
Yes.
give us some love. That's really appreciated. I know Humsi is pretty loved in the German community.
That's
He has
awesome.
some mugs from from the community. That's really nice.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
That's
Yeah.
really people are really grateful in general for
Yes.
what we do, and that's really nice from them.
Yes.
That's give us even more motivation to do what we do.
I know that generally the Germans are very unite with other Germans, right? So maybe that's why the German community is maybe a bit special. I don't know, but I think so. I think so, right?
Yeah, bit special and sometimes a bit hard. hard to handle because they are really criticism. Is it the word?
Criti-
Yeah, I
crit-
guess.
They critique a lot,
Yeah.
right?
Genau,
Yeah.
of course.
Mm-hmm.
And but on the other side, it's really fun to work with them
I see.
and to get the feedback from them. Also, negative feedback.
Yes.
We will catch this and we bring it to the devs. What bring us sometimes in the uncomfortable situation.
Yes.
Because we give this feedback most of the times unfiltered to the devs.
Okay. Okay, guys.
It's good to see that the community
Definitely.
loves our work, and yeah, we love to work for the community.
Definitely. Guys, it was my pleasure having you guys here. I mean, I never regretted, even when I said, I told TT, hey TT, let's do this, like 3-4 months ago, or maybe even more. And honestly, it was for me inspiring, first of all, finding out how many things you guys do. I already knew some of the things, but I didn't know that you guys are so deep into helping out and representing, you know. So I wish you guys all the best, because I do not know when we're going to talk in this format and here in one of the podcasts. And have a great evening, or have a great rest of the day, the guys who are on the western side, and I will talk to you guys some other time. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Goodbye.
My pleasure. Bye, guys.